All right, I just wanted to do a quick shot of our training pen. So as you can see, it's all rooted up. They've been out of here for at least a couple of weeks. But so basically, what we did here for our training pen is we just have 8 standard T-posts, and the shortest ones you can get is just fine. And we use this 16-foot hog panel. So 4 of those, 8 of the T-posts form your square, and then the same poly braid that we use for their paddocks, and the same step-in posts, which is actually the same stuff we use for the cows. I don't think you can see them, but they're way over there in the corner there. So it's the same stuff, and then we use the IntelliShock 60 from Premier One. Let's walk over here and get a shot of that. But I'm very pleased with this product. It's mobile, which is fantastic. Everything is basically, we use this on our chickens as well, but it's basically you know, self-contained unit. It's got the solar panel. You know, the battery is contained in the unit. Real simple. The ground rod is actually attached to the bottom of the box, and then, you know, the wire, we just clamp it right here to the directly to the poly braid. And you see I kind of got this wire running further out here, that way I can get some sun in order to charge the battery. But anyhow, back to the training pen. So yeah, 8 T-posts, 4 hog panels, and then we run the poly braid with the step-in post just inside, maybe 6 inches off of the physical barrier here, and that's to train them, because their initial instinct is to run forward when they feel the pain. So putting that electric wire just inside of the physical barrier helps them to quickly realize that they need to back up when they feel that shock and not charge through it. But as you can see, they have literally, well, you can actually, if you look right along the edge, so that's once they started getting used to the wire and knowing to stay away from it. That's why there's still vegetation on right along the edge. But in the middle, they literally rooted up everything. This was some straw we had in their hay bed. This is a real, or in their movable shelter, this is a real wet area. There's actually a spring head just over there somewhere, so water just is pretty much constantly bubbling up. And then once we felt they were well trained, what we actually did was I moved the wire in from this back wall. I moved it in probably about 3 feet, and then put a little food on the outside of it, and come back the next day and that food was still there. Well, I know they didn't go through the wire, and they're pretty much broke at that point. So then we just extended it, took the panel off this wall here and extended it, and let them have this little bit for a day or so, and then eventually got them completely out of the training pen. And so now they've moved. This is after several moves. You know, this was their most recent location, was right here, and now we got them over here right along the wood line. So we'll probably march them on down. You know, there's a bunch of good oak trees down that way. So ideally, by the time they get down there, those acorns will be dropping, and we'll have some good Southern Appalachia acorn finished forested pork, or forest finished pork. It ought to be delicious. All right, talk to y'all later.